W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Serpent of Division by Christina Hardyment, narrated by Clare Wille. Forward. The underlying theme of this series of novels, which begins in Oxfordshire in the 1460s, is the power of women in a world torn by war and faction. To thrive, you must wive, ran a contemporary proverb. The man is the head of the family, but the woman is the neck. She turns the head, was another. The dynastic webs of wealthy women were woven as intricately and indissolubly as the great tapestries that lined their dwellings. Wives administered great and small estates, while their husbands went abroad or to court for months and years. They petitioned the courts against avaricious neighbours, and even resisted siege. They jockeyed their spouses into the political lists, manipulating minds, throwing tantrums, or using the bedchamber to get their way. They educated their sons and daughters utterly differently, for good reason. Men were manipulated into being female tools, albeit diplomatically described as their lovers and champions. Early in the 15th century, Christine de Pizan wrote a detailed guide on how to manage your man, the treasure of the city of ladies. The central figure here is Alyce Chaucer, 1404 to 1475, only known grandchild of the poet Geoffrey Chaucer. She was one of the wealthiest individuals in Britain. Herself an heiress and married 3 times, she had estates in every county of England south of the Trent, to say nothing of domains she could lay claim to in France. After the death of her 3rd husband in 1450, she chose to remain a widow. As such, her power did not have to be veiled in apparent obedience to a spouse. She was notoriously proud and strong-minded. She also loved books, especially her grandfather's works, and had a well-chosen library. A 1466 inventory of her possessions shows that it included at least one book by Christine de Pizan. Alyce lived in great state in the palace of Wille, 14 miles from the city of Oxford. Little of this now remains, but the church, the almshouse known as the God's House, and the school that she and her last husband built there remain uncannily unaltered. They, and the magnificent tomb which describes her as serene princess, are the inspiration for this story. Although what follows is entirely imagined, it accords with the scanty known facts about Alyce. When the book opens in 1460...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?